Okay, it'll work out. It'll work out.
Except for very young faces,
Student Council wants you to take this time to...
this classroom inside Cedar Park High School looks very much like your typical television newsroom.
But I see the line right there.
Complete with the typical television newsroom pace leading up to a deadline.
Good morning, Cedar Park High School.
It's a real world environment, and so you have to deal with stress, you have to deal with people, you have to deal with all the things that go on. Oh boy, it's going to be tough.
It's not typical classwork. These amateur journalists are expected to act like pros. They come in before the first bell and race the clock to make their deadline a couple of hours later.
I used to be in my shell all the time, completely shy, but in this class I'm not shy.
There's a long list to tackle as these journalists record what should be a 10 to 12 minute newscast played back in front of more than 2,000 fellow students.
It's definitely a totally different environment and much more like what I would imagine a real newsroom or a real broadcast studio being like.
The Student Council in the South by Southwest.
On this day, the stories range from the dangers of smoking to student council candidates making their appeal to voters. And like any newscast, there's only so much room available.
We're just going to have to pull South by Southwest until tomorrow.
And as is usually the case, they make the deadline.
All right, I got the launch gate.
Good morning, Cedar Park High School. Today is Tuesday, April 1st, and it is May Day.
But once the final product hits the screen, those involved realize the real story for them is the experience they're getting.
I really think it's brought our school together. And there's a lot of teamwork involved, and just being able to relay information to other students.
It's just fun every day to come into this type of environment and know that you're on a deadline and that you got to get a product done.
It's just so great to have this opportunity for a broadcasting at high school because many anchors and many news reporters don't usually experience this until college. And so I feel that this gives us a great advantage.
These we don't have to do until later.
And while his role is somewhat like a news director, this newsroom's leader isn't after ratings. He's producing character.
You just can't fire people and move on. You need to teach people and everybody get better together. And
Down to the wire again.
And they'll be back again tomorrow with fresh ideas and enthusiasm. Paul Brown, News 8, Cedar Park.